The other key thing too is to consider, we talk about cloud, right? And virtualization is a building block of a private cloud discussion. We've also found that there's also key considerations. So when you're having a technology discussion and a process discussion, what are some things to kickstart the conversation, right? And one of the things is clearly your compute pools. Now, everybody here, I know for a fact, anytime you talk about Amazon or these public clouds, like, whoa, hold up here. Security, storage protection, don't talk to me about that. And 98% of our customer conversations are all about private cloud. So you're right in track there. And these are some of the common things when you talk about a private cloud. You talk about, how can I automate, take advantage of virtualization, create a resource pool of storage or server. Think about, template-based provisioning. How do you dynamically provision physical with virtual architecture? Because again, this is a journey. Not everything's going to go over to virtual all the time, but there's going to be a combination of things, and you want to take advantage of what you've already invested in. So physical with virtual automation are key opportunities. Provisioning of these images, virtual images onto the physical hardware. Defining configuration policies. Another common opportunity for automation is getting rid of some of the manual configuration areas that you have to do. Virtual machines have to be configured, their hosts have to be configured. How do these things work together? Discovery and tracking of virtual machines. Another key opportunity is how do you automate the discovery? And then also recognize, what are the dependencies of these pieces? Because as many of you have already gone through, your server teams probably are communicating more with the storage teams. And the network teams want to know, hey, wait a second. I got virtual machines flying all around my network. I've lost control of this thing. I can't figure out the traffic priorities. So there's all kinds of opportunities where these lines of responsibilities that used to be reasonably clear have now been blurred. So the opportunity to do some automated discovery, recognize what are the dependencies of the different components for a particularly defined service, automate that. And then certainly we're finding a lot of customers are saying, hey, application deployment, a great opportunity. I've got this huge, massive group of labs out there. I've got lots of software developers, and I've got, underutilized server resources there that are, less than 5%. How can I automate the provisioning of that development resource so I can get more out of my team? And I can maybe consolidate my labs. So that's a great thing. In fact, at CA, we've done that. And we've got teams now that are able to, we've gone from 19 labs down to 4. We've got thousands of VMs being spooled out. But we haven't really had to hire new folks. We've used who we've had. And this is going back for about 3 years now. So, we call that Labs on Demand, which is essentially a private cloud service. And so when you start to think about the costs of your developers, the cost of your number of labs that you have, the opportunity to go and automatically reserve that compute resource on demand, go up there, take control of it, have a developer go in and say, I need this amount of CPU memory off of these boxes, virtual machines deployed. That can all be automated. So you get more out of who you have. You don't have to buy more hardware, and it's physical plus virtual. So it's a great notion of self-service, which again is one of the building blocks or discussion points of any type of private cloud discussion.